Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So I have a product empties for you today. I know you guys love these videos. The last one that I uploaded was actually back in July, and that one was a large empties video. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I will leave it below for you as well as up here. This one isn't going to be as large because of course I do finish up products at different times, but I do have a good amount here. So let's get right into it, but don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, and also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up as well. All right, so the first empty that I have here is by Moroccan Oil, and this is the dry shampoo for light tones. I've talked about this before, especially in my hair care video, and this is one of my favorite dry shampoos of all time. Number one, it smells incredible. Number two, it really does make your hair look and feel clean. It doesn't leave that gross residue. It doesn't feel dirtier than what it was prior. This does an excellent job. But this one here is for light tones, so this is great if you have blonde, gray, or white hair. And there is a purple lilac shade that comes out. So the powder is actually a light purple shade, and it helps to keep the hair nice and cool and ashy, which is what I personally love. But there is a dark tones option for those that have darker hair. So if you're in the market for a good dry shampoo, honestly, I would highly recommend this. I will show you what this looks like in terms of the tone. So that's what it looks like. I hope that you can see that there is that light purple tone to the powder. So it's nothing too crazy, but it is enough to keep your hair nice and cool. So of course I will be continuing on with this, and I already have one going in my bathroom. I have an almost empty Olaplex number 7 bonding oil. I have a little bit left. So my next hair wash, this will be completely done, but I wanted to include it in this video. This is honestly the best hair oil I have ever used. I actually like to mix this with the Olaplex number 6, and I like to apply that together on the ends of my hair when my hair is damp. This will speed up drying time, whether you blow dry your hair or you let your hair air dry. This adds additional heat protection. It smooths out that frizz, it adds shine, and it really makes your hair look silky. And this is amazing. This is also very lightweight, so this doesn't weigh down my fine hair. And considering the color of this doesn't make my hair brassy either. If it did, I probably wouldn't use this, but honestly, it does not. And I like to keep my hair as cool toned as possible, and I use this only on hair wash days. But you can use this on those non-hair wash days, of course, but I feel like I don't need to. So this little bottle has lasted me almost 2 years. So I wash my hair 1 to 2 times per week, and I only use this on those hair wash days. So if you have thicker hair and you wash your hair more often, then of course you might go through it quicker than I did, but this is exceptional, and I did purchase another one. And the last hair empty that I have here is by Amica, and this is the Bust Your Brass Cool Blonde Purple Shampoo. Of course, if you're blonde, you have gray or white hair, usually purple shampoo is a staple in our hair care collection, and this is one of my favorites because this one doesn't dry out my hair. It keeps my hair nice and moisturized, and I don't get breakage with this, and again, my hair doesn't feel like straw. And there are a lot of purple shampoos on the market that really dry the hair out, and then of course your hair feels brittle, it feels like straw, and it just doesn't feel nice. So if you're looking for a purple shampoo that actually keeps your hair nice and conditioned, then I would recommend picking this up. Try it at least once. I was really impressed the first time that I used this. Now I do leave this on for a good length of time. I would say almost 5 minutes. Of course I don't time it, but I'm guessing that it's around 4 to 5 minutes, because if I were to only leave this in for a couple of minutes, I feel like it doesn't lift that brass very well. So the longer you leave it in, the better it works. But then of course you do have that chance of having purple toned hair, but I actually don't mind that because of course it's going to wash out anyways, and when your hair is a little bit purple, that means that your hair is no longer brassy, and that makes me happy. So I really love this, and of course I do have one going already. I use this once a week. I do like to be very consistent with this just to keep my hair nice and cool toned. So I generally wash my hair twice a week. So on that one hair wash day, I will use this, and then of course on the other hair wash day, I will use something different, but this is exceptional. I have an Empty Versed Retinol Serum. Now this is a great affordable drugstore option, especially if you're someone that has sensitive skin. I found this one to be so gentle. I've never experienced irritation with this, and my neck is prone to irritation when it comes to retinol, when it comes to active ingredients in general. This one was lovely, but I feel like this one doesn't work as quickly as some of the other retinols that I've shared on my channel. I do have my favorites, especially for my neck. I don't use retinol on my face because of course I use tretinoin. So when I'm using an over-the-counter retinol, I'm typically using it on my neck, my chest, and on the backs of my hands. So again, this is great if you have sensitive skin because it does have that encapsulated retinol, so it does have that slower release. And this also has bakuchiol, which is a plant-based alternative to retinol, and a lot of great ingredients to keep the skin nice and moisturized. But recently I shared 3 new retinols that I've been putting to the test. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave it below for you as well as up here. Those are amazing for the neck area and chest, but you can also use it on your face as well. And then of course I do love that 1% retinol treatment from Paula's Choice. That one is a holy grail. But I'm not going to be repurchasing this because again, I do have my other favorites when it comes to retinol. But if you're in the market for a good drugstore affordable option, I would say pick this up. This one was nice. I have an Empty Inculus Oat Cleansing Balm. This is a beautiful cleanser, especially if you have dry, sensitive skin. This contains oats, so it's very calming, very moisturizing and soothing to the skin, and I also like to use this more so during the winter because it does leave that nice moisturized feel to the skin. I think that this is great if you are looking for something just to remove your makeup and sunscreen as that first cleanse, but this also works lovely as a regular cleanser as well, and it's so affordable. So I'm not going to be purchasing one right now because I do have other cleansers that I'm using at the moment, but this would be something that I would consider purchasing again, especially during the winter months. So I have a few Deciem products. So I do have an Empty Neod Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. I use this every day, twice a day. I use this after my cleanser and before my serums. This is full of antioxidants, so it's great for brightening up the skin, protecting it from free radicals. If you have redness, this can really help to decrease that flushing of the skin, and this is also very hydrating at the same time. So this is perfect for all skin types, and this is one product that I could not be without. I honestly need to have backups of this. So I do have one that I'm currently working on, and I do have one backup in my linen closet, and again, this is amazing. So if you haven't tried this and you're into face mist, this is something that you need to try. So I have an Empty Neod Copper Amino White Slate Serum, and I do have an Empty Ordinary Buffet plus Copper Peptides 1%. These are very similar, and I do like to alternate between these. So when I'm done with the Neod one, I will move on to the Ordinary, and then of course when I'm done this, I will move back to Neod. You don't need to do that, but I like these 2 serums so much that I want to include them in my routines at all times, and I just think that these are amazing for firming up the skin and to target fine lines and wrinkles. Now the one from Neod is pricier, yes, but this one has that watery texture, so your skin absorbs this really quickly without having that sticky tacky feel, whereas the one from the Ordinary is that true jelly serum, so it's like a hyaluronic acid. So this one has that sticky tacky feel, but I feel like this one is a little bit more moisturizing on the skin as well. So if you don't like that sticky tacky feel, then I would go with the one from Neod. Also, the ingredients with Neod are more advanced as well compared to the Ordinary, but at the end of the day, they both do the same thing and they're both amazing. So I do have backups, and currently right now I'm working on the Ordinary one. I also have an Empty Ordinary Amino Acids plus B5. You guys know that this is my holy grail, and I feature this in all of my Empty videos. So yes, I am still using it. Yes, I have like 5 backups in my linen closet, and I do like to use this every day, twice a day. I have an Empty Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay. This is the moisturizing shower cream gel. You guys know that I love this, and I actually have the largest size in my shower, which I believe is 1,000 mils. and I love it. I use it every single day, but I'm actually going to be keeping this size because I'm going to use this and refill it if I plan on traveling, or let's say I'm going away for the weekend. I think that this is nice to have just to refill it because I love the scent of this so much. So this is the 90 ml size and I can't recommend this enough. So if you haven't tried this and you want to smell like salted caramel and pistachio, then you need this. I have an Empty Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. This has a universal tint and this is completely mineral. So this has a zinc oxide of 10% and a titanium dioxide of 5.5%. Now when I'm self-tanning, I love using this. But when I don't have a tan going on, this is something that I can't use because the formulation is a little bit too dark for my natural skin tone. And this also gives the most beautiful, dewy, glowy complexion ever. So if you love that, you're going to love this. And I think that this is a nice option, especially if you don't want to apply a moisturizer beforehand. This is basically your moisturizer with a built-in SPF. And I really love the formulation of this. It's not too heavy, it's not too shiny, it's just that perfect formula that keeps your skin comfortable all day long. So I do have one already going and I'm currently using it, but come the winter, I might not use it as much unless, of course, I'm self-tanning. I have another sunscreen here and I do have a little bit left, but it's now expired and I don't want to take my chances of using this. So I'm considering this an empty even though it's not 100% empty. So this is by Make Prem and this is the UV Defense Me Blue Ray Sun Fluid and this is an SPF 50 plus with a PA+++++. Now this is a Korean skincare line and I do like this. I think that this is lovely. It wasn't too greasy. It did sit nice on the skin. But then of course, you know, I get testing out some other sunscreens and I fell in love with the Color Science Body Shield. I have talked about that before. That one is one of my go-to body sunscreens and I tend to gravitate towards that one the most, which is why I didn't finish up this product. But I like this brand. I have tried a few products from Make Prem before, especially their sunscreens. And of course, I'm not going to be purchasing this one again, but I am open to trying other sunscreens in the future, and I may consider looking into that very soon. But for right now, I'm not going to be moving on with this. But if you're into K-beauty and you're looking for a good sunscreen, this is one to look into. And the last three products are supplements. And recently I did upload my go-to supplements that I like to take on an everyday basis. So if you haven't seen that video, I will leave it below for you as well as up here. So the first supplement that I have is zinc. And I like to take this for my hair, my skin, and for my nails. Now I used to use biotin, but to be honest with you, I didn't feel like biotin worked for me. I much prefer to use zinc and I see better results with zinc in particular, and this is the one from CanPrev and I have seen an improvement. So I will be continuing on with this one here. I also have an empty vitamin K2. This is by AOR and I like to take this with my vitamin D, which is my next empty. So this is by Life Extension. This is the vitamin D3 and this is 5,000 IUs. Vitamin K2, from what I have read, helps to absorb the vitamin D better into your body. Whether that is true, I don't know. It's not like I feel any different, but vitamin K2 is also great for you as well. Not only to help this absorb, but it's also great for your bones and whatnot. So I love vitamin D. This is honestly the happy vitamin in my opinion. I always feel great when I take this, and during the winter I do like to double it up because during the winter I struggle. So I feel like I need that additional vitamin D and I don't feel so sluggish. But in Ontario, you can actually get your vitamin D checked. It is an additional cost. I don't know why this is, but we have to pay to get our vitamin D checked. So it's good to do that to see where you are, especially during the winter months, because of course, if you need to double up on your vitamin D, you can. And then of course, if you need to tone it down, maybe you're getting too much, then you can lower on how much you are taking. But 5,000 seems to be the good amount for me personally. So I love these two. I take these every day, once a day, and I will be continuing on with these brands as well. So those are my current current empties. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. And of course, I will leave all of the products that I talked about in today's video below for you for your reference. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next one. So take care, and I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.